Hey guys, I'm Colwen. And I've got another Transformers video for you today. Today I've got Transformers Titan Return Scout Class Wheelie with a Studio Series Wheelie. Titan Return Wheelie came out in like 2015, 2016, along with the Titan Return line. He was of the smaller figure class where you could transform into a vehicle and one of the Titan headmasters would be able to fit inside of him. And this one came out, I want to say in 2022 or so, and he's just a straight up standalone wheelie figure that all he needs to do is transform. Let's go ahead and bring in my comparison shots. First of all, if I get him to stand up, can you lean against him? Okay, there we go. That is the wheelie that came with the Studio Series Grimlock. We also have Film Noir Spider-Man, Scourge, Hubcap, and Soda Can. As you can see, these wheelies are fairly small, but that's what Wheelie is expected to be. He's expected to be kind of a small robot. And we've got the Siege Carbot guys. Let me go ahead and pull this wheelie out of the way because he doesn't do any transforming. And let's go ahead and, so let's go into talk articulation. So we're going to take a look at the older one first. The older one has ball-jointed shoulders, ball-jointed elbows, decent wrist waist swivel, although it does kind of jam up a little bit, but like you're really not going to do much more than that far of a waist twist. Ball-jointed hips and ball-jointed knees. Now, kind of sucks that he has all these ball-jointed limbs because they do tend to kind of become an issue when you transform them, but his tabs are actually pretty nice and solid when you do that. Backpack-wise, there's no backpack. Very clean design, nice and rounded and like kid-friendly-ish and bright and colorful. Like that, they've got a little bit of red differential paint on the shoulders, silver bits all over. Nah, Titan Return Wheelie in robot mode is good stuff, although I will admit that occasionally this panel will come loose and like untransform them if you're not careful. Just something to really more or less be aware of. And there's his head sculpt in there, definitely looking like Wheelie. It's on a weird little swivel wraparound hinge, and he does have head rotation. So, for the size and the price that he was in 2016, he holds up fairly well. Now this one, being noticeably smaller because they were able to completely remove the need for a Headmaster Titan Master cockpit, and they really simplified on the colors. They just went with straight orange and silver and gray bits, and like it's a lot blander, but at the same time it is a lot more movie accurate. His head is on a ball joint, so there's a little bit of wiggle waggle, but mainly swivel, and you can have him look up on like this backwards hinge. That's really more for the transformation. He's got ball jointed shoulders with that kind of as a hinge, but again, more for transformation. Ball jointed elbows, and the way they're positioned, they act very nicely. They're very good joints. No waist articulation, mainly because of the transformation. Ball jointed hips and ball jointed knees. And maybe you can call this a bit of foot articulation, but that really is more for the transformation. Speaking of, let's go ahead and transform the Titan Return one. First, you're going to come back here to the legs, and you're going to flip these wheel bits all the way around. Then, bend the knees back and twist him around at the waist. The knees. Okay, so we had the waist here. The knees were facing forward like that. Turn them at the waist, and then turn the knees till they're facing inwards. Inwards so that you can hinge them backwards on the knees and then close those panels together, and there we have the front half of the car all done. Then come up here to the chest panel here, and this is going to lift up out in the way, and you can just extend this whole section backwards. What am I doing wrong here? Oh, okay. I completely botched this, I think. No, that has to end up like that. That has to end up there. I'm doing something wrong here. That goes up like that. That goes up like that. The head folds away. Okay. Line up the arms. And then close. This tab here is going to go into this slot there. And the knees are going to tab into the ends of the arms. See, this thing's fighting me here. Everything has to get lined up just so. And then pegged together all at the same time. Otherwise, he unpegs himself and opens back up again. You little bastard. He's laughing at me. He's doing it on purpose. Make sure everything's nice and straight. And there we go. We have him in his vehicle mode, and he can roll back and forth fairly well. Push the head all the way. His head folds into his rear end. He's a butthead, and he likes to stare at butts. Look at that. We're gonna demonstrate that in a minute. Put him off to the side. His weapon here is this neat little slingshot sci-fi swing shot thing. You do not actually have to pull it out of his hand. So what you're gonna do is, here's the arm. You're gonna take the elbow and twist it around. Are you? No. Just push the elbow back so it tabs into place there. Take his back, open it up a bit, and split. The chest is going to come away from the crotch. See right here? Pull that away. This part is opened up, and this whole head is going to swivel back in here and then close up in his back. You see that? Then take the arms, push them back along those weird shoulder hinges, and the wheels are going to end up facing outwards. Take the crotch back here, fold it forward, and then close that bubble thing up over the back, and twist the feet downward and bring all the legs up here. Yeah. And that's going to tab in place. The feet are going to tab together, and then that crotch plate is going to tab in between the feet there. And then in the back here, everything lines up and the arms tab onto either side right there. And now we have Wheelie in his tiny little go-kart mode. Let's bring back over Titan Return Wheelie, and I'm going to bring in the headmaster from the from the Mastodon Titan Master set, and we can take him and we can just stick his legs down in there. And sit him down inside there. And now you see what I mean by he stares at butts. His face is going right into the back end of the cockpit. And the Titan fits in very nicely. It's in there. He's barely holding together with his tabs, but he is in there. Let's bring in Film Noir Spider-Man, Scourge, and Hubcap, and of course, Soda Can. Let me keep Film Noir Spider-Man here for a moment, and we'll stand these guys up. Yeah, these guys are both fairly small. And, of course, here is the Siege Carbot and the Siege Carbot. in robot mode. The Titan Return one is noticeably bigger than the Studio Series one, and it is very differently designed because they had to fit in the whole Titan Master Buddy rides inside gimmick. But other than him having a hard time staying together, I kind of like him. Like, if you're looking for guys that can hold Titan Masters in them, and like, yeah, for a Titan Master vehicle, it's a fun little vehicle. I enjoy it. It's got nice rounded off sci-fi lines. The underside's an obvious mess with the arms and the legs in there and all that, but he's designed to hold a little buddy inside. This one, if you're looking for just a simple, straight little wheelie figure, this is also a great little figure. His vehicle mode looks a lot more screen accurate to being like a weird little sci-fi buggy instead of, you know, a sleek racer kind of car. Honestly, they're both good figures. They both run about, last time I checked, was $10, and when he came out in 2016, was around $10 also. He might have gone up to about $15 or $20 mint in the box, but like, both wheelies are really fun and good. He's even got the 5mm ports on the side for mounting weapons. Yeah, no, I'm Colwen. This has been Titan Returns Wheelie and Studio Series Wheelie. Both great figures. Pick one of each up, man. Pick one of each up.